welcome to this episode of Oh, That's a Podcast.
That's right. That's not another guest. That's Eeyan. That's Eeyan Betancourt with his new fancy microphone.
I got a new mic, guys.
I feel so unprofessional looking at both of your microphones, all fancy. Got a pop screen.
I got.
And then there's just me here with this 10-year-old $20 Amazon headset that for some reason does better audio than anything else I have.
And it sounds better than my old headset mic before the one I'm using right now. So
if it works, it works. I don't know what it is, but this like old headset microphone that Isaac's been using sounds great. Well, relatively great. It's not like... It sounds good. Is it because... Did you like fiddle around with the settings when you were trying to get into audiobooks?
No, when I was trying to get into audiobooks, I bought a podcasting mic and headset and like a whole setup for it.
Where are they?
I tried using them once and people were like, mm-mm.
Oh. Interesting. Well, thank you for joining us once more for Oh, That's a Podcast, the audio variety show, where each episode, our three hosts bring you a wonderful, out-of-this-world bit. We got some fun stuff that we're very excited to get into, and some fun stuff that Eeyan's microphone is really going to help us out with. Eeyan, you got any fun settings on that microphone there of yours? Any fun tricks it can do?
Actually...
Can it walk the dog? Can it go around the world?
Yeah, so I can do this.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, that's one thing. Hold on, let me turn it back. Yeah, that's one of the many tools at my disposal. I can blow up voice chats like a real one whenever I feel like it. It's pretty nice.
You sound like Batman showing off his tool belt. Like, yeah, I can adjust the gain slider. That's one of the many tools I got here.
That was literally the gain slider, by the way. Like, actually, just
gotcha.
It's just so bad. Also, so this is the Blue Yeti, which a lot of people are probably familiar with, and it has a cool knob that changes the waveform of my audio. So I'm using one of like 4 different waveform settings.
Wow.
Switch here. So I sound like this. Now I sound like this. Oh, knobs. Oh, my fingers. Okay, we're not changing it. But yeah.
I got one of those two here in mind. Let's see. Now I sound like this. Now I sound like this. Hello, now I sound like this. And now I sound like this.
Wow, mine is like, well, I can add a light or take away the light.
Oh, that's sick, man.
I can mute or unmute.
I wish I had a light.
And I can up and down the volume.
I don't even have enough outlets on my desk to turn my lamp on anymore. That's sick, man. That's sick. You gotta reach across the room and turn on my standing lamp. That's cool.
Actually, I'm going to... So in Discord, there's something about it where I can't do the yippee meme without like my voice just like randomly cutting out. I wonder if it'll work in Audacity. So I'm gonna do a yippee check on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yippee! Yay, it went in.
The auto suppression is so funny. He ramps. It's funny. It's very funny.
You're like there, and then you disappear, and then there's a beep, and then you disappear again.
Just add reverb to that. Just
pretty much.
And if you close your eyes, would it almost feel like nothing changed at all? Okay, nobody else knows the meme. That's
fine.
I
know.
I know the song.
Oh, okay. Just wasn't fun.
Yeah.
Well, if you're so knowledgeable, Mr. Eeyan Betancourt, would you know who would win?
This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Good guys, bad guys, and explosions. As far as the eye can see, and only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny.
In the Ultimate Showdown.
Bwah, bwah, bwah.
That's right. It's the Ultimate Showdown.
Of who?
Of Ultimate Destiny. It's fan favorite bit, Ultimate Showdown.
Well, I mean, Ultimate versus Showdown. I think I would have to probably go for Showdown.
Showdown's media. We just know more about their power levels. I mean, they punched Goku. They punched other character.
And it's all really impressive considering they don't have hands.
They don't. They just they used Mage Fist. It's a new spell that they made that nobody else knows except for Matt Mercer's dog. Mutt Mercer.
Mutt Mercer. That's terrible.
I'm proud of it. So this is...
I'm proud of it too.
Does that mean that Brennan Lee Mulligan's dog is Muddigan?
So this is Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny.
All about dogs.
The section where we try to figure out who would win in certain matchups. So this season is Aliens, unsurprisingly. Well, unsurprisingly if you've listened to like the past 5 episodes. This is Aliens, so it's alien themed. So I have a big old list of aliens from pop culture, and we're just gonna have a couple of them and make a bracket with that. So in corner number 1, it's scary. It's great at hunting, and if it bleeds, we can kill it. It's the Predator from the Predator franchise.
Yo, I know that guy. What?
And in the second corner, it's Alf.
Whoa! Dude.
Jeez, guys, I wonder who would win, Alf or the Predator?
I mean, that's so tough. Like,
That's so tough. I mean, Predator can be invisible and can see a bunch of things, but Alf eats cats.
I forgot.
Yo, it's me, Alf.
And I mean, Alf probably couldn't defeat the Predator, but could he maybe talk himself out of being killed?
Would the Predator even want to hunt Alf?
Would the Predator refuse to hunt Alf because he's not a worthy target?
Yeah. That's yeah.
No, well, now here's the thought. If the Predator did not fight back at all, would Alf even be able to do damage sufficient enough to defeat him?
He's a Muppet.
He eats cats, though. I mean, I gotta say, I feel like that would, you know.
Because cats are so strong comparable to the Predator.
So then there's a question. Does the Predator love cats? And would he be so enraged by Alf's eating of cats that that's enough cause?
Cats are hunters. He might respect them, you know?
I'm trying to look up the code that predators have to see like who they can hunt. Hunting worthy game. When hunting, the hunter must be sure that their prey is considered game and lawful to kill. They have to follow the following criteria. The prey can defend itself and or is able to kill the hunter themselves. The prey is of age. Killing the children and elderly is considered highly dishonorable. The prey is not linked to other lives, so that removing the prey will not doom another, i.e. a pregnant woman. The prey is not weakened by diseases.
So, first question, how old is Alf? Is he young or elderly?
Is he an elderly Muppet?
Is he pregnant?
I'm looking up how old is Alf. Okay. Age?
Beyond time itself.
Hey, I don't age. Well, that's the thing, is I don't grow old. It's kind of a weird...
I am beyond time and space.
I have glimpsed the end of countless realities, and now the page is frozen.
Well, I mean, I guess the other thing is, like it said, that they have to be able to defend themselves and have a chance of killing the predator, which I don't think Alf does. He might not be worthy game.
I don't think Alf could kill the predator. Yeah, no, I agree with that.
That's the best sentence ever.
Let's see. Alf is 285 years old.
It's pretty old.
Whoa, he's real old.
Or to 227. It kind of varies.
What does the manga say his age is officially?
The Alf manga?
I think it would just have to end in a draw. I think Alf would like come here and just like try to wail on the predator, eat it like a cat, maybe. And then the predator just stands there, is like, "You're not worthy." and makes noises.
I agree with Izaak. I think that's the thing. This feels like it ends in a draw, which is problematic for a bracket-based type of thing. Because I think Izaak makes a good point. Predator would not hunt Alf because it would be dishonorable. But the Alf, I don't think in any way could harm the Predator. Unless, of course... Hold on. Let's see. What has Alf done?
What has he done?
Can Alf secretly unhinge his jaw?
And swallows the Predator whole.
Is that the bite of 87?
The Alf of 87? Alf has been known to set 246 fires within the Tanner family, but most were barbecue related.
So he's an arsonist.
He also has a girlfriend and was engaged.
What? Wait, just engaged, never married?
I don't know. I think the end.
Or
I don't know.
Girlfriend.
I'm looking. It's literally one paragraph. It's 3 sentences on this wiki. The sentence says, before he met Rhonda, his girlfriend, he was engaged to Ruby.
Rhonda and Ruby.
In a situation where the Predator won't fight back, Alf keeps hitting him, who would inevitably die first? Because Alf lives a long time. So if we're playing a war of attrition, the Predator might die like way before Alf.
But here's the thing: the Predator can just turn invisible.
Let's see. According to a Reddit post, does anybody understand how the Yautja age works?
Yautja?
Oh my gosh. That's the race. In Predator 2, the City Hunter, the main Predator, is supposedly around 300 years old. He was considered young for the species.
Oh. Is Alf considered young for his species?
I don't know!
We're asking very, very difficult questions that probably the creator of Alf did not even ask.
Is it possible that Alf is like so mysterious that like we shouldn't even assume that he's weak because he's an alien? Right?
This isn't even my final form.
What's the probability that Alf isn't strong enough to just like completely one tap the Predator, just like on a statistical level?
Having never actually seen the show Alf,
me neither.
Hard to say, but I would imagine not.
I don't know. I feel like the show is like very slapstick because he's constantly setting stuff on fire
and eating cats.
Trying to eat cats. I don't know if he actually eats a cat. But I feel like what would happen, I feel like there's so many shenanigans that happen, like Alf gets hit. I can imagine an episode where Alf gets like run over with a steamroller or something like that. And he's just like, "Oi, my life, what's going on?" So I feel like through frickin' cartoon logic, Alf is like immune using cartoon logic. And so because of the fact that the Predator would not kill Alf because he's not a worthy opponent, Alf would it's like a movable object, unstoppable force, but the unstoppable force is just like, eh.
I mean, I feel like the Predator would just turn invisible and leave.
Okay.
But that's why would he have to do that for someone as weak as Alf, though?
Or just leave.
It's like...
Well, I mean, like, if he got annoyed of being punched.
Like, it's a waste of my equipment. Or something like that.
Yeah, he's like, it's not a worthy opponent. It would bring shame. It would bring shame to him.
His brothers would be like, "You went invisible for an Alf?
You fought Alf?"
I like the idea of them both moving into the next bracket, but just like still with Alf fighting or like clinging on.
Okay. Wait a minute.
They've created a hybrid.
What if we spin the wheel again, and this time it's the Predator and Alf versus them? To like bring it forward.
Okay, they team up and move to the next bracket?
Because we've established that Alf can't do anything. So they really make a difference at this point.
The Predator moves on and Alf is just like walking behind him, just like kicking him in the shins, just like, "Come on, fight me."
Holding onto his leg as he's walking, just like
full child on leg, on shin.
It's just like, "Hey, is that guy with you?" "Yeah, just leave him alone. He'll tucker himself out." Okay. So Predator moves on and Alf sort of becomes an accomplice in a sense. An accessory to the predator.
An accessory to the predator, but an accomplice to whoever the predator's next opponent is.
Okay, it's a modifier. It's a stage modifier. I like this. Predator wins. Da 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 da.
Yippee!
Yahoo! Next bit.
Can I do the next bit? Can I do it? Can I do it?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this, bud.
All right. So it's a good thing I got a new mic for this because I'm going to be using my voice a lot on this one.
Whoa.
I want you guys to rate 2-sentence horror from the 2-sentence horror subreddit.
Oh, goody. Eeyan, 2-sentence horror, like the TV show 2-sentence horror stories that they made?
That was a TV show?
It was a TV show.
Oh. I want you guys to, how shall we rate these? Do you want to do like 1 through 5, 1 through 10, good or bad?
I think you should come up with the scale. Or maybe we change the scale every time.
We could do letter grade.
You could. Actually, yeah, sure, letter grade. I like that idea. Ace. That'll be S. No, let's just do A through F. I don't like S. S is unnecessary. Just use A.
S stands for stupid. Stinky tier.
S stands for stupid poopy tier.
And that's the SP tier.
All right, Eeyan, I'm excited to get spooked. Let's get scary.
Okay. All right, we're gonna be on the 2-sentence horror.
S stands for scary, guys.
Oh. So actually, let's just not use A because S is the real A if S equals scary. So we're just gonna go S B.
Okay.
C, D, E, F. That's how we're going to do it. Okay.
Let's just change all the letters.
Let's just do S, Q, R,
I was also thinking
L,
Q.
J.
SQRLJ. I love it.
SQRLJ.
Notepad. SQRLJ. All right. SQRLJ.
There we go. SQRLJ.
All right. First horror story. Oh, this is a great one. When I sold the gigantic Nepenthes bracelia, I assured the wealthy collector that the plant was not truly carnivorous, only proto-carnivorous. If he were a real plant lover, he would have known that proto-carnivorous meant the plant was perfectly capable of catching and killing prey, but lacked digestive enzymes relying on microbial decay to break down its food.
I'm not a botanist. What was it? It was SQRPJ?
It's so specific.
R. I will give it an R. It's okay, but I
think it's SQRLJ.
SQRLJ.
Okay, it's an R. This is R for me. It's not bad. I'm a big fan of big plants, but I'm not a botanist. Like, this is something that you'd read to a botanist and they'd be like, oh, but like, the scariest thing here is microbial decay. Like,
I think I'll give it an L for lacking.
Giving it an R. R for really? R for really don't want to learn all these words.
So the horror of it is just that, like, so he was like, oh, it's not carnivorous, it's proto-carnivorous. But proto-carnivorous just means it can, like, apprehend and kill prey. It's just
not digest
so it can't just digest it. So like, he's just lied. He just lied.
Yeah, carnivore eats meat. That's it. So I guess the idea of proto-carnivorous is like it can eat meat, but it doesn't eat meat. I don't know.
It just
Also, this long like name for this plant, is this even real? Nepenthes bracelia. This is not a real plant.
It's just too specific.
It's too specific horror story.
Oh, they're like pitcher plants, but this would have to be a huge pitcher plant.
The way pitcher plants work, you have to get inside the pitcher plant, bud. You have to get in there. Pitcher plant don't come looking for you. You have to get in the pitcher plant.
That's what you think.
You gotta get in the plant.
Gotta get in the plant.
He wants to use it as his new bathtub.
It's comfy in here.
Would you bathe in a giant pitcher plant, yes or no?
No.
Yes.
Okay, but imagine getting like a fake giant human-sized pitcher plant and sleeping inside of it. I feel like that could be kind of comfortable.
Yes, I would say that pitcher plant like sleeping bags. I think that would be really cool, like a merch, like a novelty item.
OtaP merch idea.
OtaP merch.
We create a hammock.
Sleep inside your own pitcher plant.
Ooh, a water pitcher that looks like a pitcher plant.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
It's safe because it can't digest you.
What's worse than being tied up and gagged in a coffin listening to your own eulogy? The ceremony.
They're playing Nickelback as well.
The ceremony is open casket.
Hey, wait a minute. I want to hijack this bit. Can we start coming up with the second sentence?
Yes! No! Yes! Okay. Yes. Please.
Do we want to restart the bit?
Yes, please. Yes,
okay,
absolutely.
Okay. We're resetting this entire thing. We're resetting the entire thing. I'm resetting the timer. Maybe.
Do we do the same ones as before, or
no? Let's do some new ones.
Okay, we're gonna switch from what's hot.
Yes, this is best. This is good. You got an English major and a fan of horror right here. We're cooking. We're cooking tonight.
We're cooking
Jesse.
with peanut oil now.
We're cooking.
All my life, my parents have told me not to open the basement door, but I got curious and disobeyed them.
This is what sunlight is. I finally understand.
He's a WoW player.
He was in the basement.
I play World of Warcraft, and I can finally see the sun.
All right, Izaak. What's yours?
I mean, my first instinct was to make it like a Bluebeard fairy tale. And now I can't close the door. They'll know when they get home.
Bluebeard? Okay, wait, hold on. What is this tangent?
Gosh, Bluebeard.
Bluebeard is a French folktale about a repeat widower, Bluebeard, and his latest wife. After leaving on a business trip, Bluebeard entrusts his wife with the entire house. However, he tells her not to go into a specific locked room, which he then gives her the key to. After a while, the wife gets curious and unlocks the room, only to see the previous wives' murdered remains. Enter Bluebeard, who then states that the new wife must follow suit, since she too has now seen what happened to Bluebeard's other wives. Don't worry, in some accounts of the story, her brothers come in and save her from being murdered just like the previous wives. Thanks for the lesson, English major Izaak.
Bluebeard. Now you know.
All right. Ooh, here's one. Now be careful. That line of rock salt is the only thing keeping them out, the man said, welcoming my group into his refuge.
I felt a sneeze coming.
All right, set me up. Let me hear that line again.
Okay. Now be careful. That line of rock salt is the only thing keeping them out, the man said, welcoming my group into his refuge.
Darn garden snails.
My garden! Gotta keep out snails.
Carnivorous snails. Proto-Carnivorous snails.
Proto-Carnivorous snails.
Do one more. I like this.
Let me find a good one really quick. I listened to Nickelback.
But it was at the one restaurant in the town I live in that says, please don't play Nickelback on the jukebox at the manager's request. A true story by Thatchair Wheaton.
Really? That happened?
There's a restaurant in town that I went to. They have a jukebox and it's like, please, no Nickelback, the management.
And now I've realized that everything everyone is saying is just like they're singing Nickelback songs.
Fate worse than death? I don't know.
He speaks in the Nickelback. The second part was satire. I listened to Nickelback and I liked it.
Oh, okay. Satire.
Satirical two-sentence horror. It's the most refined, sophisticated type of horror.
Two-sentence satire.
Two-sentence satire. You ugly and you stinky. Boom. Satire of... What would that be satire of, Thatchair?
I don't
know. Save me.
Rap
I
beef.
forgot the definition of satire.
Rap beefs. It's satire of rap beefs.
Kendrick versus Drake rap beef.
Isaac, you're an English major. What is a satire?
It's like something that is framed as if it is supporting something, but written in such a way that it clearly shows all of the flaws of that thing and critiques it.
Thanks for the lesson, English major Isaac.
This was an interesting bit, I gotta say.
Yeah, I think it could be tweaked.
I do like it. Now I want to start writing 2-sentence horror and see if I can do it better.
Yeah, see? Make more Nickelback references.
All right. Our last bit from Mr.
Well, don't we have an alien thing?
Oh, yeah. Wait.
Sorry, what?
Don't we have an alien question?
An alien... Oh, hold on a second, guys. I got a message on my phone. Oh, guys, look, it's the alien question.
Who messaged you on your phone just now?
It was the International Alliance for Astronomical Investigations, something acronym.
International Alliance for, so IAAI.
AIIA.
So that's what we got. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the, yeah.
Yeah.
You know. They've been here before. They mysteriously appeared ever since everybody voted to have aliens happen this season. So...
yeah.
Interesting stuff. Question that they have for us today is, if you opened a store, what would you sell, and what would its name be?
Proto-Carnivorous plants. The store is called Undigestible.
Oh my gosh. It's called microbial digestion. Hey man, you want to go over to microbial digestion? You know it, man.
I haven't seen Billy or Isaac in 3 days.
Billy?
I was gonna do 2 random names, and then my second random name just so happened to randomly turn into Isaac.
As it does.
It's
a different Isaac.
You can know more than one Isaac. He spells his name Izaak.
That's terrible.
I do know an Isaac that has it spelled that way. I also know an Isaac that has it spelled Izaak.
How do you know so many Isaacs, Isaac? Do you have like a convention that you go to every year?
It's a popular name.
Okay, yeah. I know someone who spelled their name Eeyan.
Yoon.
I don't.
Imagine though.
Yun.
Someone spelled my name Eyan once, thinking that was the correct spelling.
Eeyan.
I know someone who spells her name Thatchair.
I went to a Starbucks and... Sorry, wait, what? I spaced out! Wait, that chair?
That chair. Right there.
That chair right there. Eeyan, if you had a store, if you had a store, what would you sell? What would it be called?
Somehow this just popped into my brain like immediately after reading it. I want a store where every object and item inside is a specific item, but it is changed in such a way that it can only serve a completely separate purpose.
Example, please?
Wait a minute.
So hold on. So like a tea kettle that doesn't have like the spout part, it's like covered, so you can just only use it as a cup. Or like a spatula, but it's bent at the end, so you could only use it as a back scratcher.
Okay. So okay. This seems like a pop-up store.
What's it called?
It seems like something that goes to farmers markets. Yeah, what's it called, Eeyan? Undigestables.
Digestables. Oh, I was gonna think of something with the word defective.
The defective depot.
Defective depot. Yep. That's what it's called. Defective depot.
There we go. That's why, business degree finally paying off.
Now we need some defective depot merch.
There we go. If I had a store, I would do a tea shop, actually. Pretty normal compared to these two off the wall. I don't know. These answers seem like they're pretty aliens to me, but that's just me. I would do a tea store because I like tea, And I always like going to tea stores. Do I ever buy stuff at tea stores? No, but I like tea stores. And I would call it Teas Teas.
Oh, I get it, because Thatcher's teas.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
You didn't have that planned beforehand?
I did, I'm just joking.
Okay. Wait,
That's the joke.
which one is the word T?
Which one is the letter T?
Yeah, in the name.
The T.
Makes sense.
The T one.
Okay. All right.
The first one. It's not, the T does not own me. It's not a...
No, the logo is just T''S T.
Yeah. It's yeah.
Teas tea.
Teasty.
Teasty.
And we have a very wide selection of teasty teas. They're very tasty. I love to drink them. Drink down these tasty teas. I don't even know what this accent is. But it's tasty.
Don't even know.
Okay, should we move into the final bit?
Speaking of voices, we have a brand spanking exciting bit prepared.
I forgot this is what we're doing. Yes.
So, conversation starters were one of the bits that I've done previously. Now it's time for Conversation Starters Fantasy Edition. We are no longer in the studio.
Whisking you away to a land of imagination.
And adventure.
Adventure!
Where you two have been wandering the wilderness, adventuring, and after an excursion into the woods to look for someone's lost sheep, because that's what you found yourselves doing, because you needed to make some coin, you went back into town and returned to their lost sheep and got paid and decided to go shopping. And you each picked up a little souvenir while you were in town, and now that you're back on the road traveling, you're kind of curious about the other person's souvenirs. So, what exactly did you guys get?
So, Reginald, you seem to have gotten...
Yes.
What?
No, I was just saying yes. This is the way I talk.
Yeah, I mean, I've been traveling with you. We literally just found a sheep together. Yes, I'm pretty aware of that
we've been. I'm surprised you were taken back at that, considering we've been childhood friends.
Yeah, since like kindergarten.
Known each other. Yes, fantasy kindergarten.
You shoved Sarah Lannister's face into a bowl of porridge during lunch. That was how we met.
Yes, it was.
But
it was how we met.
You seem to have bought it's a cup? But
it's a cup made of velvet.
A cup made of velvet. So there's velvet
to drink the finest creams from.
So it's velvet wrapped around your cup.
No, it's 100% velvet, like something you'd buy off of goop.com.
How did they get it to harden like that so it stays cup shaped? I'm so confused.
It's magic.
Oh yeah.
It's a magic velvet cup.
Okay.
A velvet chalice, really. Now, Spimby.
Yeah?
My dearest friend Spimby, I can't... Is that some sort of a pasta maker you picked up?
I mean, Mr. Kerfuffle Maker did tell me that this was a pasta maker. Not a kerfuffle maker, though, ironically enough.
What is a kerfuffle, anyways? I was busy perusing the other velvet sort of drinkware at the stall. I didn't quite hear a spiel of kerfuffle makers.
Mr. Kerfuffle Maker, kerfuffle making is his family business, but he didn't want to do that. He wanted to make a thrift store.
Fantasy thrift store.
But he knows so much about it because of his family. He said kerfuffles are like these pastries that contain like a bunch of different meats from like at least 10 different animals, and then
right.
And then they're shaped like pucks, and the way you eat them is you take sticks and then you whack them into the mouths of the other people. It's so fascinating to me, honestly. Like you literally take a stick and you just whack them across the table into the mouths of your friends and family.
Are these served hot or cold?
Hot. If they were cold, they'd probably hurt, I imagine.
Okay. I wasn't sure. How do they stay?
Pastries flying 10 miles per hour would probably knock a few teeth out, I imagine. So
I'd imagine that'd be rather slow. 10 miles an hour. Flying 10-mile-an-hour pastries seems like it would be. I think you'd be able to catch it.
Yeah, but the tables you eat them at are like not even 10 inches.
Why? Wait, so you're having to buy... There's a whole infrastructure built up around this. You have to buy tables in order to eat these gifts. You have to buy tables.
Well, you don't usually have to buy it. It's like an inheritance thing. It's like their culture. You usually will get it from your father or if your grandfather, depending.
It's an heirloom kerfuffle table.
Yes.
Okay. But you didn't buy a kerfuffle maker, you bought a pasta maker. Am I not mistaken?
Yeah, sorry, I got sidetracked. Yeah, so...
No, it's all right. A rich tapestry of a world we live in here.
So he said it's a pasta maker, but there's no holes on it. There's no holes. It's just like one giant hole.
That's not... Do you not know what that's how pasta makers work.
Oh, I thought you strained pasta in pasta makers.
No, you... No! You... What?
Wait, hold on. I might not know what pasta is. Let me look it up on my magic wacky box. Beep, boop, 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 boop.
On your jobs box.
Yeah, my jobs box.
Fantasy Steve Jobs.
Not Fantasy Steve Jobs. That was the.
You know what? I'll just ask. Hey, hello there, muck farmer. You who's farming things over here. You.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't mean you. I meant the other one. The other one there.
Oh, sorry. Go on your way.
Yeah, you know pasta makers. Do you know pasta?
Yeah, it's that fancy stuff that some people eat. Not very flavorful.
That's not... You're going to have to... There's a lot of fancy things that some people eat. You're going to have to be a lot more specific. Like the noodles, you know, it's...
Yeah, the noodles.
Kind of...
Seems like a lot of extra time, though.
It's really not... You make it...
Out here, we just pull up a potato and cook it, or we pull up some rice and boil it.
But you can make pasta out of both of those things.
But why would we take the extra time? Because time doesn't grow on trees.
Do they use rocks still? Like rocks with those other things, or like?
Why would we use rocks?
I forgot. My traveling companion here is Piker. He doesn't necessarily understand the proper way to eat food. But
I mean, I didn't even know it was food until you said that.
We're trying to figure out. Look, do you see this thing? This metal thing here. This thing right here.
Oh yeah, it's got a giant hole.
I thought it was a pasta maker. Now, what does this look like to you?
Well, it looks like a waste of space.
Yeah?
We just had a conversation about a food that requires a special table, sticks, and a maker to consume.
He didn't hear that.
We were literally 3 feet away from
Reginald, he probably wasn't paying attention.
I'm sorry. I'm just hungry. I haven't had anything to eat since we fought the Beholder.
Would you like some rice?
Is it been cooked?
No.
As tempting as raw rice would be, I think that would give me some sort of food poisoning.
Wait, raw rice? What do you mean raw rice?
It has
like some rice?
Uncooked rice.
So what does cooked rice look like?
Much the same.
Like uncooked rice, but plumper maybe.
You don't just eat it dry?
No, that's how you get food poisoning. Have you been eating... I've made cooked rice for you on this journey several times.
I didn't know that was rice. You never told me it was rice. You just threw it in front of me. Wait, that was rice?
That was rice. Yes, that was rice.
I don't know how to feel now. Apparently rocks are edible, and you make rice and spaghetti in the same waste of space? I'm so confused.
No, you keep going back to this rock thing. What do you mean rocks are edible?
Well, I thought pasta was like rocks.
No, it's
Like a tap of rock you get off the cliffside. I mean,
it's made of it's noodles. It's made of wheat and eggs, and you cook it, and then once it's cooked, you then boil it, and you put some sort of a sauce or something on top of it.
Like I said, it's a lot of extra work.
Yes, but it's the finished it's a lot better than just flour and eggs. You have to cook your food.
Well, that's why the fancy people like it.
It's not fancy. Everyone eats pasta.
why did I buy this then? I just go to a restaurant and eat pasta. I don't need this.
That's why I was asking you why you built this.
I thought this was just to put rocks in. Like,
it has a big hole. Why would it be good to put rocks in?
because baskets have big holes, buckets have big holes. This thing has a big hole. So, I mean, you know. And like when he said it was a pasta maker, I was like, that checks out. You know?
But you didn't know what pasta was.
No, I thought I did. I thought it was made of rocks.
You thought pasta was made of...
Yeah. I didn't know it was food.
After about an hour of walking and getting nowhere with this discussion,
and abducting a peasant.
they slowly fell silent. Until one of them realized there was a song stuck in their head and they weren't sure which one it was, so they asked the other if they could help them identify it.
It goes like this.
Okay. Now, I heard some fellas saying something about that while we were harvesting the pasta. Oh, but I guess it wasn't pasta if it was rocks.
I love how Ian's character has slowly just been becoming this freaking, like, country guy, and mine is just a melting Tim Curry. I love this. I love these two.
That's basically the end of the bit. I don't know how much time we had, but
I think that's good enough.
So the website that I got these from,
oh my goodness,
there's 100 of them.
Oh goodness,
called dndspeak.com.
Unga bunga, me D&D speak good.
100 prompts for idle chit chat between characters. So I thought that was fun, and you guys proved me right.
That was. Hopefully, I remember Reginald.
Oh, it can just be a different character every time.
If we somehow keep it consistent, that would be very impressive, I will say.
We just build this entire campaign. I'm excited to see the OtaP wiki entry for these characters.
One of them eats rocks. The other drinks all of their liquids out of a magic velvet cup.
Well, thank you everybody for listening to another episode of Oh That's a Podcast.
We've been your hosts.
This was quite an interesting episode, quite a wild ride, but I liked making it, and hopefully you like listening to it.
I know I liked listening to it.
Same. I liked making it.
If you want to stay up to date on all the latest Oh That's a Podcast bits, you can follow us on Twitter or YouTube or Instagram at OTAP_podcast. You can also follow us on Blue Sky at OTAP-podcast. You can email us at othatpod@gmail.com, or you can buy some cool stickers at OTAP-store. And Ian, what can they find on our Patreon?
So you can find spaghetti. Pictures of spaghetti, but they are textured with rock texture. So it's like rock-getty, sparockety. Rocketti. Yeah.
Rocketti.
Delivered right to your door with DoorDash.
Enjoy.
Or if you want something that's not that, you could go to our Ko-fi, which is OTAP_podcast, and kick us a couple of bucks. We'll shout you out on the show and say, thanks for giving us money.
Do we give them Rocketti, Spaghetti Rocky on there too, or just Patreon?
Just the non-existent Patreon.
Oh, okay, all right.
And finally, Ian, do you have a joke to take us home with?
All right. When is the moon the heaviest?
I don't know. When is the moon the heaviest?
When it is full?
When it is Proto-Carnivorous?
Izaak, you got it. You said it was when it's full. When the moon is full. That's what's the heaviest.
Makes sense.
Funny.
That was so funny.
Laugh, dang it.
Laugh!
Thanks for listening to another episode of That's a Podcast. Happy Year of the Wolf. Remember to look for the pack and find what's whack and juice up your podcast. Bye. Bye.
Bye, guys.
California, it's Al's Hit Talk Show. Tonight, Al's guests include Malcolm in the Middle's Bryan Cranston and the music of Leon Redbone. And me, I'm Ed McMahon. And now, here's